Let's make some potato soup. It's Tootsie Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's a new recipe, and we're sticking with the soups because it's finally cold in South Georgia. Tonight I'm going to show you how I make my potato soup. This is the way that I like it. I think that it is very simple. This is the most simple recipe, and it has so much flavor. Let's get started. I like to use real potatoes. I know that some people use the bags. If you want to do that, the frozen potatoes, hash browns, whatever they're called, you can do that. I just don't like a mush. I like more of a whole potato. This is a 5-pound bag of russet potatoes, and chop those up and slightly covered with water. So if you can see that, I just covered the top of them. I'm gonna throw in 1 whole onion. You can skip this part. I would not suggest that. Onion flavors everything. Okay, got that turned on high, and I'm gonna add some salt to my water. And while this is boiling, I'm gonna show you what you need for this recipe. Today I'm gonna be using ham, and this is the kind that I picked up, and you see it's the little cubed ham. I'm gonna shred this up a little bit. I don't like cubed ham. You throw it in just like this if you want to. It's a me problem. It's nothing to do with the ham. It just freaks me out a little bit. You're gonna need cream of chicken soup. I'm using the large can because I have such a big pot. If you're making a smaller batch, then I would suggest getting the regular size can. I don't know if I mentioned, but this is a whole 5-pound bag of russet potatoes, but they were also small russet potatoes. Gonna use some chicken broth. I don't know if I will use this whole container, but I got the large one. And then an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I've been letting this sit out so that it's room temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and cube this up. Keep adding more salt. You know, potatoes need salt. I normally have ham in my freezer that when I make a ham, I put the extra in there and freeze it, and I use that for potato soup. Okay, and here's what I wanted to tell you. You can put this in the crock pot. So if you're a working mama and you want to throw this in the crock pot before you go to work, you can do that. Just add all your ingredients, not your cream cheese. You'll add that when you get home and let it cook for about 30 minutes. You can also use those bag potatoes if you don't want to take the time to peel and cut up potatoes. You can do that for the crock pot as well. Don't waste your time doing what I did, okay? Because I don't know why I do that. It just weirds me out. The cubes weird me out. I think it's because this makes it feel like that I boiled the ham, and it's, I don't know. Don't be like me. Okay, so it's been cooking for about 15-20 minutes, and you just want your potatoes like fork tender, okay? Just so that you can stick a fork in them. They're gonna still be cooking, so don't overcook them unless you like mush. And this, Hudson wants to help me, so come on. He just said, Mama, when I used to do this, I had to stand on a stool. He don't have to stand on a stool anymore. First thing I like to do is go ahead and add in my, hold on. Add in the cubed up cream cheese. So you want to do that? He's got to wash his hands. Hold on. Add my cream cheese first. That way you can kind of get out any clumps if that happens to you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and drop this in.
Oh, forgot to touch it. It's not salt.
Next, we're going to add in this can of cream of chicken. Go ahead. You hold it over, Mama. I'll dump it in. Go ahead. Okay, next we're going to add our ham. This ended up being a lot of ham, so I'm probably going to add about half of this, okay? So take your spoon and just kind of push it down in there. Or you want me to push it and hold it?
I can do it.
Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, now we're going to add in the chicken broth. I'm probably going to use about half of this container. All right, go ahead. I'll tell you when to stop. Be careful, don't touch it, it's hot. Just kind of see the consistency, how thick you like it or how creamy, and then add more if you like. Once we got our chicken broth added, I realized I could go ahead and add all that ham, so I'm putting the whole pack. Okay, once I've made sure there's no clumps, I go ahead and taste it and see if it needs anything else, and I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. It's perfectly salted, and I'm going to let it cook for about 15-20 more minutes and let those flavors all marry together. It's been 15 minutes, so let me show you a little trick. This is what I like to do. If it's a little bit thinner and you want it just a tad bit thicker, I take one of these and just kind of press down in there, because I still like to have a chunk of potato, but if you mash up some of them, it'll kind of thicken up the broth, and it just makes it perfect in every little bite. This is what it's looking like. You can see that there's still some bigger potatoes in there, even with mashing some of those up, but it'll just kind of thicken that broth a little bit. It just gives you a good bite, and then you're going to top this with whatever you want. Okay, got it loaded down with my favorite toppings. I did some cheese and some bacon bits. You can add sour cream, scallions, whatever you like. Give it a taste. Something about it, y'all. It's so cozy. It's so good. Packed with flavor. And best of all, it's so easy. I hope you make it and you love it as much as we do. Talk to you later. Bye.